everyone, so today's video is going to be on this look here, and it's just featuring all of my MAC products. Well, not all of them. Some of them I didn't use, but if you'd like to see another MAC makeup tutorial in the future, just let me know in the comment section below. But I created this look on my face today using as much MAC as I could, and I really like how it's turned out. Before I get started, I just wanted to let you guys know that I have been nominated as a finalist for the Cosmopolitan Australia Fun Fearless Female Woman of the Year Awards in the social media category. I cannot believe it. When I got the email to tell me that I was nominated, I nearly died. This is one of the most exciting things that's ever happened to me. I feel like September is just crazy for me right now. So many amazing things are happening. So if you would like to vote for me, which I would really appreciate it if you did, you can do so by clicking the link in the description box. I will leave a little blurb of info there for you on how you can nominate me or vote for me. Don't feel obliged to vote for me, but if you would like to see me, win the award or just show your support, you can vote for me there. And thank you so much to Cosmo for nominating me as a finalist. That is like the biggest honor in the world. I am so excited. I've read Cosmo like all through my teen years and everything, and it's a bit surreal. It's amazing. But anyway, without further delay, let's just get on to the tutorial. So we're going to start off with foundation. Today I'm going to use MAC Studio Fix Fluid in NC20. Hopefully it won't be too yellow for me because I'm not overly fake tanned right now. Well, I look a lot paler on camera than I am in real life, but yeah, let's start with this, and I'm going to start to apply that with the MAC 187 brush. So this foundation gives great coverage. I really like the coverage that it gives, and I also find it quite smoothing on my skin. Whenever I wear this, I feel like super flawless. It lasts really well on my skin as well. I've heard a few people say that if they're super oily skinned, this isn't the most long wearing, and maybe to go for MAC Prolongwear. But on me, this lasts really, really well. You can apply a very thin layer of it, or you can really build it up. It's a really good buildable foundation. I would say that it is a tad heavy for everyday wear. Like, you wouldn't wear this to school unless you do love a full coverage look for every day, which if that's the case, by all means, you do you. One thing a lot of people do have to say about this foundation is that it's quite heavy. And I do agree with that, but you can apply quite a sheer layer as well. I guess it's more so about the type of feeling of makeup that you like on your skin. If you don't mind heavier foundations, you mightn't mind this. I don't think it's that bad. When you layer it up, it does start to get very, very heavy. If you were going clubbing or something and you are really layering it up, you could go like really amazingly heavy and like flawless, but you can apply a sheer layer too. As for this brush, I really, really like it. The only problem is that it sheds a little bit. But as you can see, there's like hairs on my face. But other than that, I think this is such a fab brush for blending in cream product. I feel like I don't go overboard with coverage or with product when I use this brush. It's really good at just like buffing the product into the skin to get the most natural finish, but you still get a nice bit of coverage as well. Next, I'm going to use my MAC Prolongwear Concealer in the shade NC20, same shade as what I just used in the foundation. I'm going to apply that underneath my eyes and across my eyelids as a base. I love this concealer. It really covers up all of my pigmentation. I have quite a lot of pigmentation across my eyelids and under my eyes, and it stays in place all day. Like, this is a really good long wearing concealer. I also like to apply that to any areas where I lose coverage very quickly, like on the end of my nose, the sides of my nose, and I lose coverage on my chin quite a lot. You'll probably notice that I add concealer to my chin quite a lot, and that's why. Just going back in with that brush to blend that out. I'm just brushing out my brows, and today I will be filling in my brows with the MAC eyebrow pencil in the shade Fling. This is such a great shade for blondes. If you're a blonde and you're struggling to find a nice eyebrow color, MAC's Fling is amazing. I really like how fine the tip of this pencil is. I really like how this is self-sharpening as well. It's just so much more convenient than the normal eyebrow pencils you can get. I really like this product. I think it's great. I'm just using that to enhance my natural shape. Now I'm going to use the MAC Waterproof Brow Set just to set those babies in place. I really like this. It sets your brows in place for the day. They won't be just flying around all over the place, but it doesn't make them too crispy or chunky. Now I'm going to set my under eye makeup and across my lids with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Light. These are great powders. I'm using the light underneath my eyes and across my lids to keep that area nice and bright. And yeah, I really like these powders. They set down your makeup very nicely without adding too much coverage. I'm using that just to set the areas of my makeup I want to keep nice and bright. I would definitely recommend these powders to anyone looking for a nice natural finish powder with a bit of coverage. I think they're great. I don't have any of the mineralized skin finish in medium at the moment. I'm all out, so I'm just going to use another powder to set the rest of my face. It's just slightly darker. I do find Studio Fix foundation quite sticky on the skin, like it doesn't set down. So personally, I do like to set it with a powder. I just find that when I set it with a powder, my bronzer and blusher and everything will blend a lot nicer over the top, because if you apply a powder directly onto a sticky cream product, you get a lot of blotchiness and muddiness. I don't have a bronzer from MAC at the moment either. I'm all out, so I just added a bit of Benefits Hoola just around the perimeter of my face to warm it up. Now I'm going to highlight my skin with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Soft and Gentle. I absolutely love this product. I just use it on the daily lately. I just absolutely love the sheen that it gives to my face. It gives such a beautiful glowing highlight, but it doesn't look too glittery or over the top. You can use a little bit for daytime, or you can really build it up for nighttime. I just love it, and I feel like this shade will suit most people. It's a very peachy, pinky kind of light color. It's not too yellow, it's not too pink, it's not too silver. It's just a really natural color. Recently I've really been enjoying highlighting my face before blusher and stuff like that, because I feel like the blusher will then actually blend out the highlight a bit more. So try it if you find your highlight sometimes looking a little bit harsh, which I know I find in myself sometimes. I'm just applying it to the tops of my cheekbones, a little bit to the end of my nose, my cupid's bow. I like to apply the excess on my brush above my eyebrows because I feel like the light hits there very nicely. And then you can just sweep a little bit across the tops of your brow bone as well, and you can place them in the inner corners of your eyes when you're doing your eye makeup. And as you can see, that just gives me like the most beautiful glow. I'm just blending now. There's no more product left on top. Every time I wear this and I catch sight of myself in a mirror, I'm like, girl, your highlight is looking good. That's how you know it's a good makeup product. Now I'm just applying some of MAC's Margin Blusher. This is a really gorgeous pale blusher with a shimmer into it. This is gorgeous on all skins, but I feel like it would be super duper gorgeous on pale skin because it's such a nice light pink. It does have a highlight in it, so you don't need to apply highlight alongside this. But I'm excessive and I just want to be seen from outer space today. You know, that's the life I'm living. Just the life I'm living. I bought the MAC Burgundy ×9 palette the other day. So I'm just going to try and create a look solely using these today. This is a miniature eyeshadow palette that saves you so much money if you don't want to buy all of the big palettes. They're half the size of the regular eyeshadows, and when you get them in the pan, these 9 eyeshadows are only $65 in Australia. And I think one eyeshadow on its own is $30 in Australia. So when you're like me and you don't hit pan on eyeshadows that much, this is such a good idea for you to buy. You get to try all of the shades. You get to try all of the shades without having to splurge like mad money, just mad money. The shades in this are Honey Lust, Poppy Seed, Quarry, Antiqued, Embark, Noir, Ho, H-A-U-X, Ho? Yeah, let's go with Ho. Star Violet and Sketch. Oh my god, it sounds like my brain just had a meltdown. I'm going to start with this shade here. And I'm going to apply that into my crease. I have no idea what I'm doing with this eye look today, so let's hope it turns out nice. So I'm just sitting here blending this until I feel like it is nice and soft. So then I think I'm going to take the shade just next to that, which is Star Violet, I think. And I'm just going to pop that all over the lid. This is a really beautiful shimmery purpley colour, so I don't feel like I'm going to need much else on the eyes after this. I might just darken them up, but this is beautiful. I'm going to go back into the crease with this middle shade and a little bit of that top shade, just to darken that up. Oh my god, my hands, when they're close to the light, they look... See, my hands and face do match. But when I put it up to the camera like this, it looks like I've got this white hand. Back in with the fluffy brush just to make sure that looks nice and seamless. I'm going to take a little bit of this light shade down the bottom just to blend out the edges a little bit further. If the camera's moving right now, it's because Luna's knocking it over. You alright there? You want to ruin this tutorial? You do? Yeah. Try not to move the camera. She's underneath the tripod. Yes, boo-boo. Yes, boo-boo, I know, it's so bad. Life is so terrible. So hard to be a cat, isn't it? It's so hard to be... Oh, you do the roly-poly. Roly-poly. She always does this when I'm filming. Always. I'm going to grab some more of this middle shade. Get that right into the crease again. I'm going to go back in with the shade Star Violet, that shimmery plum shade, and just reapply that where we lost a bit of intensity during blending. This is such a cool shade, I love it. I'm going to add a little bit of, I think this is called Sketch, this darker colour on the outside. Just going to add a little bit of that to the outer corner to deepen it up a little bit. First packing it on, and then we're going to blend out. Then I'm going to take this gorgeous gold shade, what's that called? Honey Lust, I think. That's a cool name. I'm going to pop that on the inner corner. How many times can one person say, pop that? I'm going to pop this here, pop that there. That's pretty. And you can also just kind of dab a little bit of that across the center of the lid if you want. It's not really going to make much of a difference, but it will just make the center of the lid pop a little bit over that, pop over the Star Violet shade. Oh my god, I need to find a new word that's not pop. Pop. Now I'm taking this first shade we used, and I'm going to pop that under the eye. Oh my god, pop again! I'm going to place that under the eye. Blend it under the eye. Think of words, Michelle. Use your words. Again, like I said, I don't have a bronzer at the moment from MAC, so I'm just going to put some Benefit Hoola under my cheekbones just to bring them out a bit. You don't need to do this. This is not essential. It's looking way darker on camera than it is in real life, but YOLO. So now that the liner's done, I'm not going to add anything to my lower waterline. I can never remember what I call it. My waterline? Yeah, just my waterline. But I'm going to apply some mascara. I don't actually have a MAC mascara. I've never actually tried a MAC mascara. I don't know how that's happened. So I'm just going to pop off camera, pop again. I'm going to go off camera and do some mascara. Okay, so mascara is on. I just used Benefit's Roller Lash, and it's a new tube, and I just realized how much I love it again. It looks so good. So now I thought we could play around with a few different lip colors and just try on some of my MAC lipsticks. If you would like a MAC lipstick collection or anything like that in the future, let me know in the comment section below. But I don't actually have all that many. I don't have like a huge collection. I just have a few. So let me know if you'd like to see them all. So first, let's try Heroine. This is a super amazing purple shade. I haven't actually worn this yet, so let's try it on. It's not the best application in the world because I haven't used a lip brush and stuff, but that shade looks so cool. It does make your teeth look a little bit yellow, like these purple shades really bring out more yellow tones in teeth, but I really like it. I don't know where I'd wear a lip like this to, but I love it with this eye. That looks incredible. Now I'm going to apply the Vamplify lip gloss. I thought these were lipsticks or liquid lipsticks when I first got them, but they're actually super pigmented, like ridiculously pigmented lip glosses. When you put them on, they're as pigmented as this lipstick. So I'm just going to apply this straight over Heroine. See what it's like. Yeah, it's pretty much exactly the same color. You wouldn't even need the lipstick underneath. Honestly, like these lip glosses are so pigmented. But again, the lipstick will give you that long wearing property. I don't know about you, but I think that looks boss. Like that looks so cool. If you like purple lips, you're going to want this. This is the Vamplify lip gloss in the shade How Chic Is This? I'm just applying some foundation over my lips, not because I think it looks good, but because my lips are so stained from the purple lipstick that I need to just dull them back down. So now I will try on for you the MAC Angel lipstick. It's just a really simple pink shade, and over the top, just because it adds a nice kind of glossy look, I'm going to apply Pure Zen, which is one of my favorites. So that is the finished makeup look. I hope you like it. I am so in love with that Burgundy ×9 palette. I'm so glad I got it now. It's really nice, and I think it's shades that I don't already have, which is something. So yeah, I hope you picked up some tips and tricks today, or maybe just a couple of products that you might like to buy from MAC. But yeah, I hope you have a great rest of the day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again real soon.